Hey, thanks for coming. ¿Cómo están, amigos? Qué gusto de verlos. My name is Maria de la Rosa. You can call me Miss Maria. ¿Y cómo te llamas? What is your name? Oh, thanks for coming. I want to take you on a little journey to Mexico. And we're going to learn a little bit about how our body can make sounds and can make music. You saw a little bit of an example right there, but I've been doing that for many, many years. I'm kind of like way old. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I want to teach you how to do that. Okay, so whenever we use our bodies, we are doing exercise and we want to make sure that we warm up. So can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And shoulders. 2, 3, 4. And forward. 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 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 4. And 1, 3, 4. Very good. You got some blood moving in around you. All right, if you noticed, I was using 4 counts, okay? And my 4 counts are going to tell me what I'm going to use to make my sounds. Now, I can make just 4 sounds. But that way, we only have just a rhythm, a bass, a basic pulse. So now we're going to do a rhythm. Now, instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to do 1, 3, 4. Okay? It's going to sound like this. 1, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Can you try that with me? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Let's try that with our hands. Can you do that? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. And stop. Very good. Excellent work. So now we got that rhythm all ready to go. And all we need to do is put it into these feet. Now I use a special instrument called the tarima. The tarima is basically a drum. You can see it has a sound hole down there, all right? But it's just a wooden box. And I use my feet to play it. So that rhythm we just did, I'm going to use my feet. You want to try it with me? If you don't have a tarima, you can use the floor, okay? All right, here we go. Are you doing it? 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Very good. I always stop on a 1. Okay, now if you look closely, This is what I'm going to teach you about your body so you can make these sounds very nicely and not hurt yourself. If you notice, I'm kind of bending down just a little bit. See how my knees are bent? And when I make my foot touch the ground, I'm using the whole part of my foot. I'm using, let's see if I can do this. I'm using this part and this part of my foot, the whole thing. It's like I'm squashing something. Let's see. Yeah, okay? You squash it really good, you make a nice, sharp, bright sound. Yeah? Let's try it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Very nice. Okay? Now, anytime that you kind of get lost, you can stop and repeat the video so that you can learn it really well. All right. Now, we're going to call that our bass. All right? That's our bass rhythm. That rhythm is a very, very old rhythm, and you can find it in a lot of music if you listen carefully for it. So you can do this step to a lot of different kind of music. I'm going to show you how to use it for a son jarocho that's very famous. Okay? Now, again, it sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, go. Flat feet and knees. Bend your knees. And keep your weight in the middle. And stop. And I'll bet you that camera is shaking because there's a lot of vibrations going on. Music is vibrations, you know? Okay. Get ready. Because now you're going to do that step with this music. This is called a jarana jarocha. Can you hear it? 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Try it with me. Nice job. All right, that's our first step, okay? Now our second and our third step are variations of that. So our second step is actually going to be a little softer, not so loud, and we're going to use a different part of our foot, okay? And that's what's going to make it softer. But we're still going to do 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. And I'll bet you it's even easier than it sounds like it is. Here is step number 2. Keep your knees bent. But this time, we're going to be on our toes. And we're going to do 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. It's kind of like a lifting step. See how I'm lifting my legs? 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, stop. Did I get you? All right, here we go. Again, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, stop. Good, and now what step did I say that was? Step number 2, you're right. We call that step a mudanza. Mudanza means like a quiet step. Did you notice? Because we use a different part of our foot, it's quiet, all right? And we use this step when somebody starts singing so that we don't crash with their words, okay? And we make it nice and soft. Now, what comes next? The mudanza. You guys through the mudanza so fast. All right. Now, the third. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. I'm going to challenge you on that mudanza. If you got that step really fast, I want you to try it like this. Instead of just lifting your foot in front of you, I want you to cross your foot when it's in the air. How does that look? It looks like this. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. So every time you're on number 1, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Did you get the challenge step? I hope so. But you can always practice it, okay? All right, step number 1. Step number 2, the mudanza. Ah, 2 steps. How many did I tell you we're going to have? 3 total. All right, I'm going to show you something real quick here. So when we started today, we did 4 beats, okay? Our first step and our second step look like this. 1, quiet, 3, 4, 1, quiet, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Yeah? Now watch what we're going to do for step number 3. You're going to get crazy. Now we're going to do double. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, instead of just 1 on each of those. Now that looks kind of crazy, but it's not as hard as you think. It's going to sound like this. Let's do it with our voices first. 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1. Okay? When we do it in Spanish, when we do it for the son jarocho, we use some words instead of just our hands. And we say café. Café, do you guys know what café is? Café is yummy. Do I have some café here? I didn't bring any café with me. Café is coffee, okay? So we say café, café, café. Fe, café, café, café. Café, café, café. How does that sound here? Let's see. All right. You need to use your instrument, your feet. All right, let's try that. What does it look like? We're still going to bend our legs, okay? And it's going to look like the first one, except now you're going to do doubles. So you're going to do Can you do that? Let's try that with the music. Try your feet. Muy bien. Now, that's an easy way to do it. The café, café, café. I'm going to challenge you to do it the traditional way. This is the way that people do it in Mexico. And actually a lot of people here too. I have a lot of friends that dance this. We're going to do 2 on each foot. Café on each foot. Café, café, café. Café, café, café. Okay? Remember, you can stop the video and rewind it and practice over and over again. All right, how many steps was that? Yes, 3. 3. You're right. Our first step is our basic step. Yeah? Our second step is the mudanza, the rest step. You can barely hear this one. And our third step is the repiqueteo. The repiqueteo means you're poking a lot. And that's because we're doing doubles, right? So we're going to do step number 3 like this. Or like this. Very slow. Okay, all right, 3 steps. Now, how are we going to put those all together? Okay, when we do this song, this kind of music, the son jarocho, we have a cycle. It looks like this. We're going to start with step number 3. Get that. Start with step number 3. Then you're going to hear a singer. And when you hear the singer, you're going to do step number 2, the mudanza. Remember I told you we do the quiet step when somebody is singing? So step number 2, when we hear the verse. When it's time for the chorus, we're going to do our beginning basic step. Okay? And that's just the 1, 3, 4, 1. All right? When we finish that, we go back to, guess what? Yeah, the repiqueteo. All right? That's step number 3. So 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay? Now I'm going to give you a practice before we actually try and do it on the tarima. So here is the song that I'm going to teach you right now. Gracias.